And
yeah, no surprise to see Sage and Grim on both sides.
Yeah.
Very, very staples as well on this map. You know, it's calm on the chamber. The difference, of course, is that raise instead of the neon there. And yeah, you know, the way neon interacts with breach on this map is so interesting. I'm surprised we didn't see a fade. You do sometimes see those double initiator comps coming through over on Fracture in order to try to deal with this. But it is going to be the, you know, neon versus breach in terms of, you know, Lucky Cat versus Stim. Those interactions, those timings that neon might be able to find past the fault lines, past the aftershocks, is going to be what determines who gets control of these choke points.
Absolutely, and we'll see what they choose to do here as we get into the first round of map 3. Pretty City going down. Wall goes up to stop the push through A.
Yeah, that gets taken down, actually. They were ready for that one, so they were already peeking out, taking down that one chunk of the wall. Sam ready on the off angle. What a turn! Sam starting it off hot right here for Lucky Cat with a gorgeous headshot onto Calm, saying you don't have that momentum anymore. You don't get to play in this round. 4 versus 5 situation, but the site has been given up.
And Lucky Cat Gaming needs Sam to step up. He has not shown up yet, but he is a force to be reckoned with, so we'll see if he is nice and warm now.
Yeah.
I don't think that was just a lucky shot, but oh, a couple frenzy kills from Quiz, just popping off on the neon, looking for another one here. Does he get it? Yes, he does. It's a 3K from Quiz now, pushing onto A site. Miller's looking for another one with the classic switched over. Sam gets the kill instead. And that is the first round for Lucky Cat Gaming.
Yeah, Chris, I like that. Instead of reloading, just switch up the guns. Doesn't get that, but yeah, the 3K on the round, it's that pick off at the beginning from Sam that really, really started that off, though. So good. The fans are out in force now. Packed house right here. Let me hear you one more time! We got lots of Valorant to keep going.
Lots of it. Another best of 3 after this and the best of 5 tomorrow, of course. We'll see round 2 most likely going to Lucky Cat Gaming. They are in the advantage now. Getting some Spectres and Marshall coming out for Sam.
You say that, but remember what happened last time.
Both pistol rounds.
And the spike,
flipping over rather on the second round.
The spike did go down. This time no force though. They're not going to be able to, or they're going to decide not to buy up here. And so we are going to see, you know, those guns probably come into effect. They didn't buy up on their previous Thrifty round either though. So, you know, keep an eye on what they can do if they can once again punish that aggression from Quisk. Try to get him, you know, out isolated, which is something that he suffered from on Split.
Right, and speaking of which, did see Quiz up in tower, I think, for a split second. And they have a Marshall looking up there, just watching for him. Oh, jumps around again. I don't know if he got information there or not. I couldn't quite see if he saw a gun.
He saw the clear avenue, but yeah, definitely, you know, it remains to be seen how they exactly react to this info. There is the jump peak, and that's going to reveal quite a lot. And so, you know, we're really relying on Calm over here at main to try to create a distraction so that this massive hit from Arcade can come through. Smokes are down, fault line is down, Calm is out for a couple seconds as the stun goes through, but the site has been taken. Dallas Joel into a very, very nice position, and yeah, it's fully given up a Quiz.
Aftershock pushes Villano up into tower. He get one. He gets 2 takedowns, 2 kills there. Quiz getting another one. That is a wipe. That is flawless from Lucky Cat Gaming.
And it looks good, but I do have to say, Stim are going to be happy with that because they did get the spike plant. Even with no kills, they were on the eco. You know, maybe we've grown to expect the eco wins, but it's not something that you should rely on. Instead, just get that spike plant, get yourself into the map, get yourself into a position where you can buy guns. They're up against the bonus now. So now we get to see exactly what this Fracture attack can bring. And, you know, it's hard to imagine that there's the same amount of preparation went into this as went into Split for Stim. And that could be where they suffer because their preparation carried them through their attacking side on Split.
Absolutely. And I mean, I understand why they banned something like Icebox because Lucky Cat Gaming was looking really, really strong on that map in the last tournament. Okay, so you have to think that, yes, maybe less preparation on Fracture, but I hope that they've done some by leaving it open. Looks like they're stopping this push here.
Yeah, going underneath here.
Yeah.
Trying to find themselves an angle, trying to find themselves a flank, but all these positions are covered right now. Quiz on the off angle, kind of moving around, not totally trained on the position.
Calm, great shot there with the Vandal. And but they're still playing it slow. It is a 4v4 here. So you're not feeling overly confident. They're not going to get cocky here.
Yep.
And that is making Sam is going back over, or the Sage is going back over to A, because they're not sure if they're actually coming on to B here.
Still so much time left in the round as well. They have so many options here, Stim.
They're going for the push. I just pulled out. So now they know that they're pushing B.
Wavy's up on the wall.
Oh! Can he get it? Oh, it's Spencer from that distance. It's just not enough. Dallas, Joel, and Calm coming from underneath. And now it's a 3v2. They are getting the plant off. Let's see what Joel can do here.
Yeah, once again, these SMGs have to go up against rifles now in this round, and Sam doesn't even need a rifle. That's the headhunter coming through and taking one to the body. 2 versus 2 situation. Still slow orbs available. Still teleport available. There's Jello coming in. Up on trading out. The retake is perfect for the 2v2, and that is the bonus win for Lucky Cat.
Bonus win for Lucky Cat Gaming. That is the first bonus win that we've seen today.
That's right, yeah.
Incredible play from Lucky Cat Gaming to win that round. It's now 3-0 for Lucky Cat Gaming, and STIM Esports puts them in a very tough position, not winning that rifle round.
Sam, adjusting the cat ears. Got to make sure you're comfy up there. Yeah.
He looks pretty calm, looks pretty comfy. They are on. They are ready to win this game here. Of course, just to marshal a few sheriffs going on to STIM Esports. On the attack.
Yep. And, you know, I have to say, if we had seen Haven in this, at this point, if Haven, let's say, was the decider, I might favor STIM here because of the way that we know they can play, because of the improvements they've made every time we've seen them, and because we know how well prepared they are on their own map picks. With Fracture, it's not as much of a guarantee. It's anybody's game. And now with the 3-0 lead on the defensive side, with opening picks coming through, with Quiz being successful on these aggressive plays, now STIM really need to dig deep.
Yeah, Quiz obviously has gotten warmed up because that's a 3K from him now. I don't know if we've seen any of them. Here he goes. He's got his overdrive available if he's going for that ace. I'd love to see an ace from Quiz here right now. There's a lot of action going on where Quiz is not, so we'll see. But of course, quick rotations. Dane getting one, so that's not the ace there. But Dallas Joel getting a trade back with the Sheriff. Trying to get another one. And not quite getting it. Quiz gets the 4K. He is on fire.
Dallas Joel's like, can we play CSGO next time? I want one-shot headshot kills with my Sheriff over here. But, you know, nice shots, but not going to be able to find it in the end. That's Quiz with a great 3-piece there to open up the round. And, yeah, you know, it's still that aggression. That was against the Eco. We have another gun round coming in here. Once we get the feedback on our screens, we're going to be able to see exactly what they are able to do. This is a very critical round right now, not just for their momentum, but also for their economy. We need to see them building up a little bit of a bank here, because you can see if they lose this, they're back onto a very rough buy for STIM.
Yeah, if STIM Esports doesn't win this round, we will quite likely see a timeout coming in, because like you said, they need to get some kind of momentum here. But it looks like they're switching it up and going Dish instead. This is a new push. They haven't done this quite yet.
Yeah.
Pushing up nice and slowly, taking their time, trying to get some information.
And as a matter of fact, I'm not sure if they ran into the trademark already. Chris has gotten so many first kills. This guy is nuts. Sam as well, opening up with that operator there. 3 versus 5 situation. And now, you know, they need something special right now for STIM. We talked about how important this round is, and they keep getting access to this ace site, but the retakes have been impeccable every single time.
Yeah, and getting that plant is very important, right? They're not getting a lot of kills. They haven't won a lot, so their ults are not coming online. They're just mollying and slow orbing the crap out of this ace site here. Dallas will getting one, but Yellow getting the trade. He's getting another one. That's now 5-0 for Lucky Cat Gaming. STIM Esports just not finding the answer. Let's see if they take a timeout here.
Yeah, like I said, man, it is going to be Lucky Cat getting so much confidence into this map. They were not phased at all by that last map. They were not, even though it's a legendary performance from STIM, first time they ever took a map off. Lucky Cat have their eyes on the prize. They are not going to let a little thing like a map loss get them down right now, and you can see it right here. The 5-0, the timeout required now from STIM as they try to get themselves back onto a train of, positive momentum here. And once again, last time they took a timeout on split, Darren, remember, they won a thrifty round right after that. They forced up some shotguns. They went for some sheriffs. They were just able to, once again, punish that aggression, give up a lot of space, and then take advantage of the isolation that they found. Yep. In this case, will Lucky Cat have learned from that? And as well, it's just not a map where that's as available of an option for the defenders to do anyway. You've got to kind of keep it contained. You need to play off each other. And so we're just waiting to see what kind of prep, once again, STIM have brought to this, what they could be discussing here.
Well, and STIM Esports has tried many different pushes as well. It hasn't been the same push over and over again. They've gone up tower, they've split tower and B, they've gone under, they've gone dish, they tried to go A.
Yeah. It's a lot of A finishes actually, and they just get thinned out on the, they get themselves into, disadvantageous positions by the time they get on site. And with an A post plant, it's such a hard site to defend because you're so contained unless you can keep control of that A main or dish position, and they just haven't been able to do so. All their resources are required just to get all their players onto site and get that spike down.
Yeah, absolutely. And we haven't seen a lot of success from the breach on the push either. I was just noticing. I haven't seen a lot of fault line hits to try to take the site aggressively.
It's Quiz. It's those opening picks, getting ahead of that utility, getting into those opening positions. Just so good. A night and day from the beginning of last map.
Absolutely. And what Quiz isn't picking up or getting done, Sam is picking up. He thinks that way to the
Sam. No way. Oh, the cat ear is going to punish this time. Gets a little bit overconfident there. Trying to play for the crowd. You got to do it, though. That's the player you want on the server. Again, somebody start counting these first blood kills. That is insane. So many from Quiz right now.
It's cleaning up. Quiz the janitor from the audience.
Yeah. Get the Swiffer out right now.
Do janitors use Swiffers generally? It's more like a mop thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's an advanced janitor.
Yeah, okay.
A futuristic janitor.
Yeah. Uses Roombas.
Quiz just sends out a bunch of Roombas. We have yet to see Quiz on Rays, but we do have... Oh my God! Teleports back! They saw him in that position earlier, and he barely gets out of dodge. Now he is back with a vengeance, and Dane, under a lot of pressure, but a flawless round from Lucky Cat after the timeout. Now we have to see, because they have a buy up for the side of STIM. Was this timeout in preparation for this round here? Because we've already got 6 on the board for Lucky Cat.
I mean, like you said, it's Quiz every time. Yeah. That has to be what they talked about in their timeout. So like you said, are they prepping for this? They have the rifle round now. But I mean, Sam, come on.
That's
come on.
That's just rude.
The power of the cat ears, baby.
Yeah.
He is finally online.
Look at this score. Look at the scoreboard.
15-1 right now.
Yeah.
Unstoppable. Dallas getting an open pick. He's like, I mean, that's what we said. He needed to shut down Quiz, and Dallas told us exactly that.
Can't last forever. The resurrection also available. So this is a great position. Wavy. Oh, weird little position there. That's Wavy getting a bit of a freebie on David, who was hopping around the corner. Resurrection is available, but that's kind of an awkward spot to use it because look at where it is. It's under it's under rope. Very, very difficult to do. Wait a sec. Wait. Oh no, I thought there was somebody waiting at spawn, but there isn't. So we are going to see if they can kind of find this rotation, get themselves repositioned so that they can decide which site to hit here. And it's, once again, nerves of steel, staying strong right now for the side of Lucky Cat Gaming on 6-0. Well in their comfort zone here. Just waiting for someone to go too far. There's the shot. Sam doesn't manage to catch that one. The spike comes down just in time, but it's Wavy ready to go. Wavy with 2. Alfonso finally trades, but again, they're so thinned out. Here's Calm to find 1. Calm to find 2. That is beautiful from Calm there with 2 headshots. Again, you can rely on this guy. One more time. It's Alfonso to finish it off, and finally, they get the job done.
I was going to say, Dan with those impact kills and those clutches, he's done it before, but just can't quite get it. On round 7, finally, STIM Esports showing a little bit of light. Let's see if they can turn that into momentum.
And how did we start that off? It's Chris going down. Finally punished. They didn't even have to use the resurrection there. Hang on, I'm gonna let him go for a sec.
Can analyze now?
Yeah, you know, it was the pickoff. I mean, Calm, just a gorgeous play right here. 2 amazing headshots there. Just so reliable in those situations. And but like, yeah, you know, so few kills right now have been acquired at all. It's been Quiz. Once again, he can't stop. He won't stop. It's unreal what this guy can do on the opening round situations right here on that Neon. Just absolutely devastating up against STIM here. But yeah, if they do get that pick, they've got a great situation on this attacking side, but they are running out of real estate in this half right now. Already 6 rounds put up by Lucky Cat on the defensive side. Here's the Rolling Thunder.
Champ on the side of shoot over that Quiz here. Only 1 left alive. That should have never happened.
The stun doesn't affect the damage of the Neon ult. The one time I'll say Neon ult is worth it. That is unreal. Thinning out the herd as they strain into the site, but Chris goes a step too far and it's Calm. 1 versus 4. This would be a 1 versus 5 in total, and so you might see him save this gun. This would be ridiculous to go for this, and yeah, it is indeed going to be the back off. So yeah, we are going to see Spike on the ground. It's basically impossible for Calm to get that. I like that, Chan. That's what I like to see, you know. Use your brain, save the gun. Calm knows what to do in this situation. But once again, Quiz with the opening pick. I mean, like, what? Amit's going to come in with, like, 1 note written down on his laptop.
I know.
Quiz, opening picks. That's it.
That's going to be the only analysis from this game.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I just don't know what else they're supposed to do. They're supposed to
right now they can't beat him. Like, he is unstoppable. He doesn't miss on those openers. And so what is the solution exactly? You know, do you try to predict? Do you try to use your utility a little earlier to interrupt that? It's the power of Neon. You never know exactly where to put those fault lines, where to put that utility in order to stop her. She can be in so many different places. That's why she's so strong in Fracture. All these choke points, all these options for aggression. If you choose wrong, she might be flanking you by the time you're even getting anywhere. And this, she can go through a stun. I've actually never really seen this used to that effect before, where the stun comes through and Neon can basically nullify it by having that ult out and doing the same amount of damage as normal. Very, very cool. But we do see Quiz finally go down again, and so will this be the key for STIM to get their second round?
I mean, obviously, I was just going to say Lucky Cat Gaming. The rest of them are no slouches. Wavy gets 1, David gets the trade. Looks like they're going to get the plant off now. Going to play the post plant for Lucky Cat Gaming.
And they got nothing right now, Lucky Cat. They have no position at all on this. They don't even have an option to really go from arcade or anything like that. So even though the attackers are contained to the site, we might still see a save. The bank is built up, so they could go for it. It's not a big deal. Yeah. But if they want to continue this going on, it's Jello to find another. That's 3 versus 3 now on the retake. So Jello wants more. Jello shooting those satchels. There's the orbital strike. There's David coming through with the kill. That should secure the round as the 3 versus 2 situation is online. David with another one. Beautiful post plant coming in here from the side of STIM. That's their second round on the board, and what a round, Derek.
What a round indeed. We saw that orbital strike up and available for the Brimstone. Very nice post plant play from STIM Esports to hold them off. There isn't much you can do when the Brim is alive with an orbital strike and you're trying to do the retake.
Yep, it's why, you know, you thought about the saves, because that orbital strike was available. But like I said, plenty of money here for Lucky Cat. They're going to be able to still buy up in this round here as we check out this replay. Just beautiful jiggling from David there. Dallas Joel taking that position around the corner, making him turn. It's even Alfonso finds that final kill.
So yeah, you can see full buy coming through from both teams here. Calm again. Calm starting to wake up a little bit, starting to turn up the volume right now on these opening picks. That's 2 for Calm in a row, and it's like the opening duels. We are into a 5v4 in the beginning of almost every round, and it's mostly been off the back of Quiz right now. But Quiz, back at the wrong time. There comes the stun. David with a rough spray, but gets it in the end. Again, Quiz goes down early. And Lucky Cat may have gotten themselves out of their momentum right now, as David is all up in their face right here, just going for all sorts of aggressive looks.
Stage wall going up on A there. This is going to be a really tough retake. 2v5. I don't think that the resurrection is up for Bella. It doesn't matter. He's gone anyway. Wavy gets a trade back on David. It's now a 1v4. Wavy gets another one. Can he do it? 1v3.
Got to get past this wall, and Wavy's out of time.
Yeah.
He's out of time.
Unwraps his...
There's no way, right? There's no way. Even missing that jump.
Yeah, Falling going out as well. Just going to try to push in hard. Can he get up? Dallas Joel, no. Gets taken out. That's another one for STIM Esports, getting that momentum back, the momentum that they so desperately need.
Calm is once again coming in clutch for STIM Esports. Calm getting those 2 opening picks in a row is just so huge for their mental right now.
Yeah.
So good to stop, the absolute boogeyman of Chris coming around on those opening angles, able to stop that, able to get himself, into those 5 versus 4 situations, while Lucky Cat sort of regroup, try to, adjust a little bit. But like, look at the scoreboard tells the entire story. It's been Quiz getting them every bit of resource they need, every bit of info, every bit of advantage. And with that not being given up, what else did Lucky Cat have in the tool belt for this map?
Tour de force, a little timing here. He's not watching his timing. Yes, he can. Watch out for Sam on that tour de force.
Yep.
It's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, beautiful flick there. That's really good control. But the res will come through. Finally, that resurrection's been up for a lot of rounds in a row now. Finally does get used.
The Quiz not getting the opening pick here was Sam, but of course, like you said, completely negated by the Sage ultimate. And Quiz is feeling like he's on his heels a little bit now after those couple of rounds.
Yeah, he's rotating around, trying to play very dynamic.
Yep.
Now we see the entry into A, and actually they are already on site. Here's David with the showstopper, trying to get them out of the way. The trade comes through. That's going to be totally fine for David. Gets the kill onto the Sage. Really nice to take the healer out at this point in the round. 4 versus 4 retake, and its A main control has been secured by the attackers. They're going to have to use this rolling thunder to get back on the site, and will they find the right way to do it? It's going to be Quiz traded out. It's going to be Sam taking out Volano. Trades going back and forth, 2 versus 3 defense, and it's now only Calm remaining. Operator and Headhunter in hand, trying to get it, goes out of the smoke and can't do it. That's Lucky Cat stopping them before they can even get started and going up to 8.
What a retake. I believe it's Dane on the breach.
That's right.
Who is just through so much utility. That's why we love to see Breach on this map. That's why you almost always see Breach on this map, because that retake ability, when you have the fault line and the flashes and the aftershock, you can retake that so hard and so fast, and that's exactly what Lucky Cat Gaming did.
Yep, no question. And as we continue, Lucky Cat definitely have that depth, right? It's not just Quiz on the entries. They definitely have other ways to find their way through. Not every opening pick for STIM is going to result in a win on this attacker side, and we are on the last round of the half. 8-4 on the defensive side would be very successful for Lucky Cat, it has to be said, but 4 is the most that STIM can get right now, and they want this round so bad. Here's the Tour de Force coming out for Calm. Just looking for an errant peek. And yeah, once again, the aggression coming through all over the map, trying to just probe these areas, trying to get as much info as possible, maybe even find some flanks.
And this is a bit of a switch up for them. Let's see if it can pay off. I mean, nice and slow, making some noise now.
What is this? Will they be able to catch them out? Here's Dallas Joel coming in, but it's Quiz and Sam already ready to go for those peaks. Quiz has got a huge blank all the way through Dish around to Arcade. Wavy goes down. It's a 3 versus 3, but Quiz is just absolutely in their face. There is no way to defend against this, and that's another one. The open air didn't come out from Quiz, but still, he's the one who's the difference maker in this round.
And that's the half for Lucky Cat Gaming, going 9-3. It's a 9-3 curse, maybe? We'll see. But Lucky Cat Gaming are looking pretty unstoppable right now. And of course, like, we know that Neon is so strong on attack, but Quiz just made her work so well on the defense as well. So what does STIM Esports have to do here, Wes?
Yeah, Stim, what happened? We're going to see if they can actually tell us and get themselves into that advantageous position on the defense. They were very good. They've been very good on defensive halves, on other maps, but Fracture, I just don't think we have very much tape on them at all. So, what do they do to deal with this Neon? How do they use the Rays in order to delay those pushes and able to take space, maybe play aggressive as well? We've seen Calm already start to go aggressive on the defensive side. Will Calm be able, or on the attacker side, will Calm be able to do the same thing is the question. Here's Sam, struck way back in spawn, but does get one. The Headhunter, there's Calm to trade that one out. And now the spike has already been is already going to be planted though. So yeah, this entire defense, it's not much of dynamic retake that they have available to them here. And such good positions have been taken up for the post plant on these attackers.
Yeah, well, they're forced to all come from the same side here, which is, it's a Fracture. You want to be going to different spots. Great shots by Jello. Some classic shots to the face. Healing himself up here, going around the corner. Maybe going to get another one here. Yes, he does. He can't, because Chris gets another one. That is another round, the pistol round, going to Lucky Cat Gaming to start off this half.
Oh, and what a flash. Did you see that? Going out on trying to peek into Jello, and the flash comes perfectly at the right time. Those are free kills on that Classic, right as they come out, just beautifully timed. And that is going to be terrifying for Stim to go up against on that defensive side, because, now they know these setups are here, the coordination is here, they are ready to face whatever we throw at them.
Absolutely. Just watching Jello do this, like, so impressive. Even without the Sage heal, I think he still would have gotten all those kills. We got a fast push onto A here. Quiz just using this entry, fast lane going down, getting all the information, but there's no information to clean here. Nobody's home.
Yeah, once again, A left open. This was a gamble that did not pay off for Stim, and they're going to have to try and retake with pistols here.
The Brim Smoke's going down to kind of stop the retake here. Quiz getting the pick on Alfonso up in power. The Quiz getting another one. David with a shorty, rather. I'm going to take on Sam getting a double as well. David looking for one here. Gets one. Can he get another? No, he cannot. And that's another one for Lucky Cat Gaming. Not looking very good for STIM Esports here.
Lucky Cat are 2 rounds away, Darren. 2 rounds away from the grand finals, which will be happening tomorrow at 12, by the way. Make sure you are here. But Stim fans still holding strong, still looking for that comeback, still giving their energy all the way to Stim, trying to get them back into this game for Fracture. Can it be done? Very, very difficult proposition right now for Stim to get anything in this map, but you cannot give up. We saw the clutch plays. We saw that potential that Stim have in these high-pressure situations. That's exactly what we need. We need miracles. We need heroics right now. Wish trying to go in fully flashed, and David gets absolutely mauled on the Dish position.
Quiz does go down quite low there, 26 health, but don't care. It's going to run around.
Yeah. Doesn't matter, still lived.
Yeah, still lived. They are pushing up. It's like Coleman's.
Oh, no.
Oh, the timing.
Yeah.
The timing. He was just about to see them running around the corner, but
Teleports into a very, very vulnerable position there up on top of the generator. So, tough spot for Calm right now. They've got guns bought up, and you have to say, if this round doesn't go their way, what are their options. They're clearing out certain angles, but there's lots still to clear, lots still to find, very little left in terms of utility, and that's so huge from Sam to take out Milano. It's once again Alfonso. Team Ace comes through, and match point, series point, semifinal point here for Lucky Cat.
Such good positioning from Lucky Cat Gaming at the end there. The fault line getting at least one or two for STIM Esports, but as he comes around the corner, he just gets shot in the back, and there's not much that STIM Esports could have done there.
Yeah.
Because it was really smart too. They cleared with the aftershock. They cleared where the plant was, hoping there was someone back there. But of course, they've already peeled off into tower. They're not there. They've already gone in other places.
Yep.
So such good play from Lucky Cat Gaming. It looks like we do have a timeout here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take it now. If you're taking it anytime, it's got to be now. And you got to make a lot out of this one. We need 9 rounds in a row from STIM. We need 9 rounds in a row in order for them to take this to overtime on Fracture, the decider map. The winner of this series plays the winner of Casuals and Casuals Academy. That semifinal happens later today, and the grand final starts tomorrow at noon. And y'all, this is just the final straw right now for STIM. Can they do it right now?
Do they have 9 lives, just like Lucky Cat?
Well, Lucky Cat definitely having to expend 1 in that last map, but so far, looking chill, looking calm, looking cozy.
Economically either.
Yep, they forced up last round, so now we are in the financial dumpster right now. Once again, Chris, the first in, trying to go for those picks. Palm gets some info to teleport away, but they're already on site here. Once again, A left open. STIM once again elect to play retake, full retake on A.
It just hasn't really worked out for them, so we'll see how this goes. They fully left A open, right? There was like nobody sitting there. So STIM feels pretty confident. I mean, Dallas Joel does get the kill on Jello.
Yep.
Don't think he'll be able to recover.
That's a great headshot for Dallas Joel. Wavy is very, very low now, and it's going to be David. Will this be it? This is going to be at least one part that they need for this comeback. Sam goes down as well. It's going to be a bonus round for the retake. Gorgeous. That's on SNGs and shotguns, Darren. And I'm not even going to say it, but they are one step closer.
They are absolutely one step closer. STIM Esports showing that they are still in this and are a force to be reckoned with after all. So impressive. That is so huge for their economy too, because they probably picked up a bunch of guns as well. So they're shutting down the economy from Lucky Cat Gaming. Lucky Cat Gaming probably has decent economy still, but they saved themselves in the final hour.
Yeah. Chris having to pick up that Spectre, maybe going to pull out that Overdrive, and 26 kills for their entry fragger, Darren. This is an MVP level performance after a very slow map on Split. Quiz is back with an absolute vengeance here, and so far has been the absolute linchpin, the leader of the charge.
And Quiz was their sub. I just remembered that Raku was on their team before, and Quiz was their sub, and now he's gone onto the main roster because Raku had to bow out.
Yeah.
But he ain't no sub no more.
Yeah, I mean, you can maybe understand why some of that stuff was happening on Split because of a little bit of lack of coordination, going off on his own a little bit. Now, though, it's comfort zone. They are warmed up, they're communicating, and they are doing so much better here. But Milano wants something to say about that, misses the shot. It's a 4 versus 4, and David with the showstopper finds 4. David with another one. And Jello to take him out, but a 3 versus 2. Spike is on the ground. It has not been planted just yet. Quiz takes a couple of hits from the molly, and the wall goes up. 2 versus 3. This is definitely doable now for Lucky Cat.
Overdrive is available, so you have to watch out. It's only a 3v2. This is not that much of an advantageous position.
Overdrive is down. Chris used it, actually. But there we go. Does he only need the rifle? It's a 1 versus 1. Jello versus Calm right now. Who can... Once again, a double kill in the clutch situation. Once again, Calm keeps them alive for one more round.
Showing so much life here, STIM Esports. Fans are going nuts for their team here. So impressive.
Lucky Cat only need 1 round. There is
no reason to believe that a miracle could happen right now. There is no reason to believe it. And yet, Darren, something, I feel something. I feel a little bit of a little magic in the air.
There's something in the air right now. There's something. And I think it's a comeback.
You're not supposed to call it that, but you know what?
Is that like a...
You know, if they lose now, it's your fault.
Is that like a Scottish play situation? Like
Absolutely.
Okay, it's a Scott. Okay.
Yeah. You'll be, the true caster has caster cursed many teams. But right now, it is going to be a much better financial situation for that side of STIM, as well as they get those 2 opening picks. Flash comes through and Sam does get the kill. Sam is getting 2. No way they make this happen. Sam goes down, trades back and forth, 2 versus 1 situation. Wavy is in such a tough spot, and there's David to get that. There's the plant coming down though, and a little bit of a light buy. Lucky Cat will be happy with that one.
What I mean, STIM, and they are making a comeback. I'm not supposed to say it. I said it.
He can't stop.
I can't. I'm too excited. I'm too excited.
We're letting him loose right now. He's just,
oh man.
I am hyped on this.
STIM are playing great. We can go
are.
back to sort of the fundamentals here of how STIM have been reacting to this attack. The way that they've been retaking, the way they've been adjusting their retakes. They're still giving control of the site, but now it's more of a look like Lucky Cat was giving on the attacker's side, which was thinning out the herd before they get on to the site, getting them weakened, getting them into a disadvantageous situation in order, punishing them for getting that spike plant down. And that is exactly what they need to keep doing, in addition to getting those opening picks, which they're also starting to find.
That thing going down. Quiz does get stopped by the after shot, or sorry, the fault line rather.
Yeah, the stun's coming through, and Quiz is not going to be happy with that one, but the now rolling thunder is expended. Milano, though, still gets a kill. It's Dane having to back right off. Quiz is the one to go in. Quiz tries to find one, catches Milano out, but David is there to trade. This is still great for the defenders. Once again, look, they're left, they are allowed on site, but with such weakness in what's remaining from them as the res comes up as well. 4 versus 3.
Wavy is doing some damage now. Medaljo's looking for the pick in the back of the site. Oh, that's it! The controls it falls! It's now a 1v4. What can Sam do?
Yeah.
Probably not a lot of anything.
The spike looks close, but it's miles away right now from Sam. There's no way to get across. Has to cross the firing line. Does need to get past the first hurdle right there. 12-7, Darren. One more. Just one round at a time for STIM. One more round. Lucky Cat had such a great half in the first half. But we are seeing the strength of that defensive side on Fracture right now.
Absolutely, and you have to ask, when is Lucky Cat Gaming going to take a timeout? I believe that they still have one on this map. When are they going to take the timeout to stop this momentum? Maybe right now they're feeling like, hey, it's match point. But it's been match point for like, what, 5 rounds now?
I'm shocked to see Volano at the bottom of the scoreboard because Volano has had so much impact in this map. So good. There's going to be Quiz revealed by that trademark. It's going to be Sam trying to push aggressively and not going to get one over on Calm. I love that. Calm teleports back, but doesn't quite get the kill. That would have been huge. Rolling Thunder. This could be it. A 4 versus 4 situation. Quiz picks up the operator. Gonna get every single piece of the arsenal down. Orbital strike to deny. Spike still hasn't been planted. Wavy gets the kill onto Volano. A 4 versus 2 on the retake.
STIM Esports, a Cinderella story here. Can they do something now? Alonso does not get the kill. The sheriff coming out. There's the reactor, and that is it. That is GG. Lucky Cat Gaming win the match, win the game. They are going to the grand final tomorrow versus the winner of Casual Cyan and Casuals Academy. Fantastic game. Let's get